Hello, my good people. When we were growing up, whenever you could do something wrong at home, your escape place could be a place where your grandparents are found. This is because these grandparents in Africa here are great storytellers. They also tell you parables. You eat a lot of food. You don't do too much. Of course, you go to the garden, but even when you are in the garden, you enjoy because while you are working, the grandmother or grandfather will be telling you stories of the past, their life, and parables. So today, while working in this banana plantation, I remembered that and how I used to enjoy that time, and I felt like enjoying this time with you too. Now, I want to tell you a parable about a certain village called Nekina. That was among very many villages in a district called Kolongolo. Now, in Nekina, just like other villages in Kolongolo district, people were living peacefully, though they were having other problems like poverty. They were suffering from diseases like malaria, respiratory tract infections, and they were dying from those diseases. There came a mysterious disease in the village, and everyone was in panic, including the local leaders or chiefs at that time. So there came some elites, people who were very educated at that time, who the villagers heard about that they were very wise people. So these people came to the village chiefs and informed them that they had a remedy that was safe and effective for the villagers to use. However, they ordered the village chiefs to lock up people such that people don't move from the village of Nekina to other surrounding villages in a bid to stop the spread of the plague that had attached to the village. The unfortunate bit of it is that the wise men or the elites were not right, because after villagers taking the remedy that they had brought, it was not effective and neither was it safe, because it brought a lot of problems and it caused the death of some villagers. So the villagers somehow lost his trust in the remedy that the elites had suggested. Also, some villagers who later realized that the remedy that they had brought for them was causing problems to the fellow villagers came out and tried to warn the chiefs and villagers. But when the elites heard about that, they came and informed the villagers and the chiefs that those villagers were liars and they were spreading rumors and misinformation. So they told the chiefs and the villagers not to trust them because they are not elites anyway. So after some time, the elites again told the village chiefs and the villagers that another plague was going to come in future, and it was most likely to be very bad than the first plague that they faced. And they claimed that it was going to kill a lot of villagers, and so the village chiefs were required to collect taxes from the villagers such that they can give the elites to make something or a remedy that would prevent the villagers from dying from the next plague. Also, these elites informed the chiefs that they were needed to sign an agreement with them that will enable the elites to administer any future remedy or any response in the future plague that may occur in these villages. The disturbing part of this agreement was that the villagers were not in agreement with it. But however, they were not concerned about that. All they needed was the agreement to be signed such that in case of the future plague and they have a remedy, they would have to give it to all the villagers without them objecting. And in this agreement, whoever was going to object to it they were going to face consequences, including the chiefs. Now my question is, if we are among the villagers in a village of Nekina, would you trust the elites again? Would you be in agreement with them signing the agreement with the chiefs that will affect you, and that means that you won't have to say anything in the future when they are bringing a remedy, knowing well that in the first place the remedy that they brought, when they promised that it was safe and effective, it ended up harming some of your villagers up to today. Would you trust them if they lied or they betrayed you at first? I leave that question for you, as for now, I'm going back to the garden to continue with the work of pruning or cleaning our banana plantation. I love you all. I hope you enjoyed this parable. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I love you and see you in the next video. Bye.
Uchirisa ndiuliano ninyangaino uchirisa ndiuliano ninyangaino Fuchirisa